Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Council. Now we ended last time on a cliffhanger. Those of you who are not sure what I mean, go back and watch the last part. Basically where we're left off is we've just discovered Sarah Deshay, Louis' mother, on the floor, either dead or unconscious. We've got the Hillsborough twins, Emily and Emma, pointing old hand muskets at each other, the handguns, preparing to try and kill each other. Basically, one of them, who's pretending to be Emily, we can't, and all because they're identical twins. You can't tell the difference. They speak alike, they sound alike, they think alike. Now we've been put right in the middle of the fray, and we have to tell the difference. So yeah, that's gonna make things very interesting. Anyway, let's get back to the action. And while we try to decipher who is the real Emily and who is the real Emma, let's get into it. Let's go one in front, I think. Let's say this
on the
one.
wharf, something happened to me. What was it?
A malaise. The moment you arrived, you felt ill, and I offered to help while Piaggi went up. And you turned me down flat.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
I think we should pose the questions to the one in front. I know it's free. Let's have a look at something for a second there. Logic. If she's got an immunity to logic, I would imagine she has an immunity to questioning as well. I would imagine so. Ooh. Say speak about.
Once we arrived, we stayed together warming ourselves in front of the fire in the Great Hall with President Washington.
That's right.
What did we talk about?
The President and I revealed to you that we were members of the Order. You even asked Washington how he met your mother, remember?
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
I'm gonna keep asking. Say the one behind for once. Speak, I think.
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
What now?
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Let's go to one in front. For some reason, something's off with the one in front. I'm gonna check. Ooh. Let's get vigilance.
We found ourselves
Free
in
skill.
Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn. An old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece. The Bible of Judas. Property deeds as old as the hills. And a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us.
Okay. Let's go the one in front. There's something off about her and I can't put my finger on it. Ooh, psychology, a weakness. Let's do that.
Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night, and that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man? You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade.
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
It's true, she did come to our thing, and to be honest, she looks too forward. The real Emily, as far as I can tell, has not been... Emily is behind... Yeah. Emily was never too forward. Sorry, Emily was never too forward. Emma is. From what I can... The opposite, even though they feel the same, psychology is a weakness. But Emily was there last night. Emma wasn't. Emily's behind us.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little...
Profile, let's have a look. Use a manipulation skill costs 1 less. Ooh, very nice. You think you identify the true Emily Hillsborough.
Bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Whoa!
Louis? What on earth is going...
Mother!
Go! You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But
Leave us.
Very
Emily,
true.
What's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Crypt.
Emily.
Madam, I'm
Crypt?
coming in.
Wait,
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go,
Crypt?
I'll cover you.
Wait, crypt? What crypt? What? What the hell? Okay. Oh, must be. Oh, that's what they're calling it, isn't it? Under. Oh, okay. Because that. Oh, the crypt entrance, of course. Okay, that actually makes a bit of sense. Because yeah, it was in the crypt. That was it. It was the underground. That's what they're calling the dungeon. That's right. Nobody in there. Okay. Yeah, there was something about the one opposite us which told me that that was actually Emma. Not that was way too forward.
My dearest son, I'm writing.
You've searched that already? Oh, excuse me, God. Dealt with the hat already. Alright. Well, at least we found a mother. That's one good thing, isn't it? Excuse me.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Okay. Right, well. Head downstairs then, I assume. Seems. Right, which way are we going? This... Oh, it must be... Actually, let's just go this way. I think this is a saloon anyway. Is it? It is. So there might be some stuff we can pick up anyway, which would be good. Could do some more Carmelite water there, I'll tell you what, in Royal Jelly, that's for damn sure. Might get lucky. Quick search, see if there's anything we're gonna find. Oh, there was stuff in the room, wasn't there, if I recall correctly?
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Okay, well. Plenty of golden elixirs, that's still one good thing at least. Okay. Now, let's see if there's anything we can pick up next to these seats. Let's recall those Carmelite, or a Devil's Thorn even. Beautiful. Oh, please tell me. Oh, there's a golden elixir. Okay. They want some Carmelite waters, to be honest, but anyways. No biggie. Double check we've got everything around here. No, it's nothing there, nothing on that table either. Oh, hang on. Honey! Oh, good, I'm glad about that. Just caught a glimpse out of the corner of my eye there. Ooh. Is this devil's... Oh no, oh that's elixir. Okay, anything else we can pick up by any chance? Might as well have a quick scoozy around over here. Don't think so. No. Okay, let's just head out there. Well, that's a real bloody shame about Peru, but we try to help him. Oh well. I do feel bad about that actually to an extent, but yeah, as I know people might say in the comments, we tried our best. We tried to help him. We asked. Nothing more we could have done. Anyway. Head down and meet her mother at long last. Finally. So she was down here to begin with when I finally found her.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only, Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true.
Okay.
Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us,
I beg your pardon?
Okay.
and that they can influence our thoughts.
Right.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit, and 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
I've got this. Yeah, it's no, well, not Boogeyman. For goodness' sake, how do they give that as an answer? Godoy, I don't think so. It's definitely not Bonaparte. Logically, I reckon it's probably those 2, the hosts.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Wow.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about
Shit.
many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
It seems a bit too convenient. I'll give her that. Yeah, no one knows him. Yeah.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
Yeah, exactly.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Okay, right. That really was. Okay.
I went beyond the nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts
Yep.
the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence.
Agreed.
It's simply inhuman.
Well, not exactly inhuman, but it's certainly quite extraordinary. I'll give her that.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
True.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked, composed of 7 parts. Each one was a book in itself.
That's quite an
set in
extraordinary
a
book.
sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing.
We
When
have to.
all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can
That's
imagine
one
you
hell of a
doing
book.
that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
Not
And you
bad.
found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
It would have to be Mortimer, I would imagine.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
How old was he? Yeah.
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Right. I'm assuming you refused.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase.
Wow.
In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once.
Only once?
1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
I'm sorry, it's a free point and we need to know.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Only one?
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Well, I'm sorry, we need to know, and it's a free point anyway.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Yeah, then who killed her?
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
Alright, what about Emma then?
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
I'd rather save the points. There's obviously a good reason. Alright, we'll let you go for this one.
Alright, but you're not getting away with it so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
We'll see in Paris then.
Okay, the cannons.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Yeah, a war, exactly.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
That's a fair point there.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
What the hell is more pressing than the conference, exactly?
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
What the hell is that? Oh, please don't tell me I have to go through a mechanism.
There! That's why we are here.
Is that the same type of lock we saw in Mortimer's office? Oh, don't tell me we had to unlock it. You are joking. Oh, come off it. Excuse me. So successes. Managed to go through Napoleon Bonaparte's room without leaving a trace. Okay, that's good. Protected one of the Hillsborough twins. Went to see the crowd outside. Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. We don't want to make it look like we weren't a vet. You know, want to look like a part of the crowd, not be too suspicious. Didn't feel anything. That's good. Alternate. Could have been a witness of Napoleon Bonaparte's revolution. What the hell? Could have spoken to Piaget about his motivations. Right. Could have learned something from Al-Azif. Well, at least we didn't feel anything. That's a good thing. Please tell me went up a level. Damn.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Okay, right. Exegesis of Judas? What the hell?
An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
True. Cross. Wait. Excuse me. Is that the cross we saw in Piaget's room by any chance? Or am I mistaken?
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Oh, free. Excellent psychology.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
Nails? The hell?
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course.
6466 1191. Okay. Just want to write that down. Okay, so at least you don't stuff up this time. Others? What the? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, another type of Bible?
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborough, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see.
Good point. Armillary sphere. Okay, what the hell is that?
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
Yep, we certainly can. And dates?
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
Oh, that's good. That'll help.
One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal?
Very good point.
Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
Ah. Okay. What could we go up through? We should get some conviction, that'd be quite helpful and diversion, but never mind. Let's have a look. Don't need questioning. Logic we've got excuse me, level 2 anyway. Let's go agility. Let's do etiquette for the sake of it. What do we bother with? I don't think we can carry these over somehow, so I think I'll just use up one of these for the questioning, just so we don't have to have two of them slung around. So Inspector's Journal. Okay, let's walk around here for a while. Royal jelly, beautiful. Right, we'll collect a coin. Let's search this place top to bottom. Nice and casual about it.
A drachma. A Chinese coin. Recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Oh, a Chinese coin. Devil's Thorn, got them all, no worries. I'm gonna, my OCD is gonna kick in here. I'm gonna search every nook and cranny around here just to make absolutely sure. At least we know where there is a Devil's Thorn available, so that's good. Oh, a nail. Okay. Interesting. Golden elixir and a Devil's Thorn. Okay. Careful look. Ah! There it is, hidden underneath.
Famous cross of Clement III. Perfect. And one key found.
Beautiful. That's another fine tooth comb. Perfect. In vigilance, even better. There, I'm glad we... That's what I mean, that's sometimes where you have to use the OCD part of it. Just really search so carefully. And it pays off. So now we don't have to take that one from Piaget's room. That's good.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Beautiful. Okay. Excuse me. So we need to go. We need to exegete. So we need to go up to the tower room. We need to go into that. In fact, that's the first place we'll go. We'll go and excuse me. Go and get the exegesis. We'll go to the second floor and the Bible. Wait, was that in the? That was in the one opposite that room, wasn't it? Okay, so leave that one there. We'll get the Armillaris spear. You know what? If it turns down... Let me think about this for a second. Piaggi... Is that malaria something to do... If that giant thing, that might be to do with astronomy, is it? I'm just guessing here, by the way. But it sounds... I think that probably compares about right, so... I wonder if it'd be interesting in astronomy. Excuse me. I wonder if what's his name? Actually, while we're at it, if I could not get lost. Get the names out of my head today. What's his name? Oh, God. Von Volner, that's the name I'm looking for. I wonder if he's interested in astronomy. Seriously? Oh, God, that's just great. Okay, we'll go around the long way then. Didn't want to go a long way, but now we have to. Okay.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Very nice. Okay. Where's this going? The garden. The hell does this go? Does this go in the portrait gallery by any chance? Oh, it does. Lovely. That helps. Okay. Let's have a quick look around. See if we can find jelly. Nothing jumping out at me. Okay, that's a shame.
Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
That's in place. Quick look just to make sure of this.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Oh, so that was Devil's Thorn. Okay. More Devil's Thorn. God, this place is riddled with it. Alright, let's... That's correct, I believe. So let's change the Medusa.
That statue is not positioned correctly.
Excuse me. Okay. Shield.
Open sesame.
Okay, this time I'm actually going to go through this place. I'm going to throw this for a bit of a fine-tooth comb, see if we can actually find anything. Oh, did we just get it first? Is that it? Oh.
So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often, otherwise he's going to notice that someone's stolen it.
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
just too bad. I need it.
Yep, we do. Good. Oh, more coins. We'll take that happily. Any more written notes? Doesn't look like it.
Caesar's laurel wreath. If Mortimer really is what my mother says he is, it could mean... No, that's impossible. No, not Caesar.
Well, I suppose anything's possible. take one final look down here just in case. I don't like that creaky, it makes it sound like someone's watching us. Oh, hang on.
The Ring of the Nibelungs. Even if Mortimer is several centuries old, I don't see what part he has in this legend. Now, given all the relics preserved here, it wouldn't surprise me if Mortimer claimed it was Excalibur.
Fair point.
Amber crystals.
Nice. Everything out there, do we? Alright, let's get out of here.
Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
Alright everyone, I'm actually going to end this part here. Excuse me. I've actually got stuff I need to do today. So I'll either be uploading this either later on tonight or possibly tomorrow morning. It depends when I have the time. Anyway, so we're going to end this part here. I will catch you next time where we will... I might even double check with question one of the characters off while not recording, just see where the Armillero Spear is, just save for the time. I'll let you know who to ask and everything, don't worry if I do find out. Yeah, and then we'll go up to Nails, we'll go find back in the Secret Study. The Bible, I understand, is in a tower room. Excuse me, so I think the sphere might be in one of the guest rooms, I'm not sure. I can imagine it being a guest, like it belonged to one of the members of the guests, assuming they're an astronomer. That's assuming I've got that part correct. That's a big guess on my part, I might add. Anyway, I'll catch you next time for more of the Council.